So Airi goes online to defend her mother and address the situation. Let's get into it straight after this intro.
Better subscribe to Monn and Lewis. Oh, what's this?
All of the tea. I'm about to spill all of the fraud manager who used to manage us. Janae, aka her real name is Janae, if y'all did not know. This lady is sickening, man. Like,
Airi!
Yes, mother?
Airi! What? Airi! I'm in the toilet! Airi! What?
Come downstairs and look what Vaughn did. Okay, Trey, we have to stop. My mom knows I'm not in the toilet. She keeps calling me. I have to go down and see what she wants. Oh my God, what do you want? Did you see what Vaughn said about me? He said I was a snake. What? And when it comes to my mother?
Life in the fast lane, we play our cards, praying we'll find out just who we are.
What up, everyone? It's your boy Martin Lewis.
It's your boy Martin Lewis.
Martin Lewis.
Boy Martin Lewis.
What up, everyone? It's your boy Monn Lewis. Team Real, welcome to my channel where I call out fake ass bitches and talk about YouTube drama. Yo, wasn't I wearing the same thing in the last video? As you know, in part 1 of the fraud manager exposed drama. After all the drama happened, after Corey went on live, Joelle went IG live, and other people put in their 2 cents in, Airi decided to go on YouTube and make 2 videos addressing
Her side
of the situation. By the way, Janae, if you're watching this, my platform's open, man. My platform's open, not just to Janae, but to anyone else that wants to clear their name. I don't mind going down to Houston and making a Shane Dawson documentary Creole version, okay? I'm Creole, just so you know. You can lay it all out, lay all the receipts out, explain what happened. All the other people, my platform's open. I'm just putting it out there, alright? My platform's open. But you have to own up to your shit. You know what I'm saying? You can't flip shit. If you've done some effed up ish, you need to own up to it. A lot of you guys have, like, your channels are not doing as well as it used to. You're getting a lot of hate, and that's because you never address your bad shit. You never do. And people see through it because of people like me who call it out. Because of channels like me that call it out. So why not have a channel help you go through that ish, break it down. I'm going down to Houston anyway. If things play out for another drama that happened down there, I may do an interview and break things down. There's a lot of messy ish in Houston, man. So I definitely, if things go to plan, I gotta fly down and do that interview. But just to let you guys know, you know, my platform's open, alright? Anyway guys, if you're new to this channel, make sure to hit the subscribe button with the bell so you don't miss out on any of the drama. Smash that like button, and if you guys have any story or leads, all my social media links are in the description below. So let's get straight into the drama. Anyway, as you guys know, Airi ended up making a video and it was like a whole other side. I've never seen this side of Airi before. Okay, I was like, damn, it started all beautiful.
It doesn't go against the fact that I'm beyond thankful for all my supporters, for my team Airi, my babies, for the moments when I don't have the words to speak up, that my babies have spoken up for me, for the moments that I haven't been as consistent as I should be, that you guys have continued to support me.
And then all of a sudden,
but when it comes down to my mom,
comes down to my mother, and when it comes down to my mother, with your whack ass mama, that looks like a man with a big hole.
Airi ends up explaining in the video how nice her mom is and all the things that she's done for the Clout gang.
My mom is the same person, and I'm talking to everybody watching this video. My mom is the same person who went hours at folks' house dealing with some drama that had nothing to do with her, that never paid a bill. Talking to people about their relationship problems, talking to people about if the dog ate the cat.
Oh my God, a dog really ate the cat?
For hours. 2 days ago, 3 weeks ago, 5 months ago, however it was. This is that same lady, this evil lady. This that same lady. The one that was getting hotel rooms for folks when they didn't have nowhere to go. The same one that was sitting there hours praying and figuring out how can we make this work. The same one being a counselor when she had 8 kids of her own here. For people who wasn't even paying her at this time, or people who you know hasn't even got in their right mind, like a dang, maybe I did something wrong. When she met everybody, when she literally met everybody, said, hey, I don't really want to be a manager. Y'all hit her up, was supposed to meet. Well, can you manage us?
That's really interesting that Airi says that she was like, yo, I really don't want to be a manager, so on and so on, because Corey was talking about how, you know, talking about what she can do for them.
You know, she was telling us how she can help us out with YouTube and all that shit and all that. All like, okay, you sound good, like, so you can help us out. So like, you know, what she did with the old group and shit, how she helped the old group out and all that shit. So I ain't gonna cap, like, on my mama, like, through the first, we met her in February, March. Yeah. February, March, it was the second one, because she said, she said give her 30 days. She said give her 30 days and she'll help us out. She'll make us way bigger than what we are, okay? So it sounded good, you know.
I just really find it weird when someone's like, hey, I really don't want to be a manager, but yet they're convincing the other people what they can do for them. You know what I mean? So that tells me she wanted to be a manager, but that's just my opinion. And again, this is he say, she say. We are yet to hear from Janae's side. Keep in mind, they only met Janae because of King's old manager.
Another manager, you know what I'm saying, that volunteered us, you know what I'm saying. He recommended us to her when we was coming to Houston.
So saying that they did come for her, you know what I mean? They did go for her, looking for, you know, to grow their business, their online social media.
This is the same person that had a conversation and let these strangers come in the same house with her 8 kids and her 2 grandkids. Literally let y'all come inside the house and sit on her couch. Sleep on her couch for a week and so.
Is she doing this because it's a benefit from her? Or is she doing it because it's really the kindness in her heart?
Literally went out her way to set up if we should get a house together.
And saying that, for some reason, Corey made out that it was like their idea to come out with the idea, not Janae's.
All of we came and we, you know, we all talked about the situation and shit. So we were like, they were like, let's get a house in Houston. So all of like, bet. It was not her idea. Like, it was our idea. They were like, let's get a house in Houston.
Because I did say that in the previous video, but apparently according to Airi and King and Nique, that wasn't the case. It was actually Janae's idea.
Y'all need to get a house. She was like, well, y'all need to get a house together. When y'all get that house, y'all gonna, like, you know.
Airi then talks about how Janae actually went through the contract explaining everything in it.
Doors to the same person that read line by line with everybody in the room about the contract, line by line, gave you a copy, kept a copy, of course, kept a copy, gave you a copy to go talk to your people about, read over with your family, got on the phone with parents in the meeting who asked their questions and everything, for everybody who just acting like that the contract was, you was blindfolded and had to sign.
And what it sounds like Janae was trying to be basically like a network. For you guys that don't know what networks are, they're basically companies that help people get more ads on their videos, they try to make more, you know, get a more CTP. A lot of people are very desperate for, you know, views and growth on YouTube, and they just sign up to a network because a salesman sold them the idea of what they can do. Some networks are good, some networks are really bad. I have people that told me, yeah, I joined this network and I got this much more money. Then I have other people that said, yeah, I joined a network and it was really crap. And there's networks that actually pay to network a big YouTuber, and that's to attract the smaller YouTubers. There's big YouTubers out there that are like, yeah, I'm with this network, they're really good, but they don't talk about how much that network paid them to say that and paid them to join them. You know what I mean? So there's things like that as well. There's a lot of dodgy networks out there. I'm not signed up to any network at the age of 18. I did my research and knew very well to stay away from a network. So it looks like Janae was trying to be maybe a network, but in this instance it's a lot different. It's like someone you can talk to type of thing. And yeah, they signed up to it. They read the contract as adults. Apparently they read through it like Airi's saying, and they signed it. Now in Corey's stream, I didn't show you all the stream in my previous video, and I know a lot of you guys don't like the way he talks and stuff like that, but look, he's born like that, okay? So you can't change it. You don't have to be an asshole about it, you know what I mean? I can't pronounce particular words, you know what I mean? I just can't help it. It's just, it is what it is, okay? I understand he's a little bit tricky to understand, but he's not that tricky, okay? If I can understand him, and I'm not even American, I'm pretty sure you guys can understand him. But anyway, Corey explains how the first time his YouTube channel got locked because Janae had access to it.
So we had with the Dallas show. We went down there and everything, and then me and Carmen I tried to log into my motherfucking YouTube account, and it was like, I gotta get a passcode, the two-factor verification code shit, and we really needed to get into our account. So I was like, what the? Me and Carmen, we backstage with DD show, like I'm psyching out, like what the going on my account? Like I can't get into my YouTube account, so I'm calling Janae, like I'm blowing this shit up, like. Bringing that bitch like no answer, nigga. So we heading back home. I'm on the interstate, nigga. I'm like the motherfucking devil, and I was pissing, burnt hot, mad as hell. I was mad, like me. I was like, bro, this shit some shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? You put this on our account, you didn't tell us none of that shit. Like, it was. So this when the shit like really started. So,
okay, so he's saying that they didn't know that Janae was gonna put a verification, a two-step verification on their account. They had to know if she had access. Like, why would she have access to your account? You know what I mean? Like, you knew she had access to your account because you gave her access. There's only one way for her to have access to your account, by you giving it to her. You know what I mean? And apparently, they signed up for it in the contract. According to Airi, if the others were doing sneaky stuff or something that Janae didn't like or felt threatened, she had the ability to lock them out of their account.
Was you doing something snaky before? I mean, yeah, I was meeting with people she told me not to meet with, and they was talking about her. And yeah, I had told her, like, you know what I'm saying, like, like I'm probably not gonna pay her, but that don't mean that don't mean she should lock me out. Has she ever locked you out? No, but I need receipts. I'm just telling my story because my mom got two-step verification on my channel. But if I start doing sneaky stuff or shady stuff, she gonna be like, okay, it look like you're trying to screw me over. Let me change it. It's not I'ma lock out your account, the money's mine. Ha ha. No. We said this.
It sounds like it's because the previous group allegedly didn't pay her. And before, she didn't have a contract with the previous group, Fraud Squad 1. So for her not to end up in a situation like that again, from what it sounds like, she got them to sign a contract so she can have access into their account, and if she felt something fishy was going on, she would lock their account. But this is the thing, this is what's really weird. There's ways around that. If Janae felt scared that she wouldn't get her money, she didn't have to do it that way, locking someone's account. And the others are a bit you know, a bit slow to go sign a contract to give access their accounts to someone like that. Like if you have a contract with them and you say you have to pay this each month, there shouldn't be a reason for you to have, you know, to have access into their accounts. You know what I mean? Let's say they don't pay you. All you have to do is go to a lawyer. The lawyer will get a subpoena, get the information to find out how much they made and if they sent that amount to your business account. You know what I mean? Like let's say Janae makes a business account and this business account shows you who paid you and whatnot. And if they don't pay you, there's particular months missing and you have a contract that says to this month, then there's no, you know what I mean? She could just enforce that and the law will get involved and all that. To have access to his account, I guess is an easy way for her. Well, hey, they signed up for it. They're the ones who signed up for it. It's easier for her because therefore she doesn't have to get a lawyer. But saying if they, let's say she takes their payments. If she takes their payments and they don't give, and she doesn't pay them, and they also have a copy of the contract, then they can sue her. So they're not really in danger. They're not. She can't just take all the money. She can, but if you have a contract with her and you're doing everything correctly, if she has access to those things and she takes all their money and they don't receive a payment and yada yada yada, like I think that she can't get away with it. There is no way she can get away with it, especially if they have a copy of the contract. The lawyer will look at it and be like, yo, you are stupid for letting this person sign, like have so much power over your channel. But I don't think she'll be able to get away with it. And I just don't feel someone's that stupid. But then again, maybe, this is a maybe she feels they are that dumb and she could steal money. But none of their money has been stolen. Allegedly, only Damien's money has been stolen. And Armin, Milk, and Trey. But how do we know she took their money because they didn't pay her? You know what I mean? They're all basically frauds. So how could I trust another fraud? You know what I mean? So how do I know they did not pay her and that's why she took the money? But anyway, I digress. Let's continue.
So, you know what I'm saying? So it was like, bet. I was like, bet. So we finally got in contact with her. She was like, oh, nah. Everybody just moving funny, and I gotta protect myself, and all that shit, woo the woo. I don't know, you know what I'm saying? And she was just like, something happened, and she had to put the shit on all our accounts or some shit. She had put the two-factor verification code on our shit, which I didn't like, cause I'm like, this is our YouTube channel. No matter what the fuck that contract say, I don't know. I should have probably read the contract. I ain't remember the shit.
Again, this shows how, you know, uneducated Corey is when it comes to business. And no shade, man. I'm just being real. A real businessman, a smart businessman, let me rephrase that. A smart businessman would have read the contract. You know, if someone gives me a contract, I go, let me see what I like and don't like. I'll make changes and I'll give it to them and see if they're going to accept my changes in the contract. You know what I mean? Like, people don't realize that. Just because someone gives you a contract doesn't mean you can't change it and be like, hey, I like this, but how about we do it this way? You know what I mean? And you guys can come to an agreement and then sign off from that agreement. But you just accepted the ish.
Everybody knew when we signed the contract that it was a two-step verification.
Well, even if it was in the contract, she didn't do it when we first signed. You should never did that shit in the middle because now it look like you moving funny. You feel what I'm saying? So you make it sound like you're moving funny, slime you and shit.
And the crazy thing is, everything in her contract that she said was only supposed to be put in action if people started moving funny, because she needed to protect herself from the last group that happened when she didn't do paperwork. And she was dealing with a whole bunch of bull and didn't get paid from it. Because what was taken from you, sweeties? And if something, please show me the receipt.
And the reason why Janae felt fishy of Corey is because Corey was hanging out with Damien.
So I was like, Damien was like, he could help me out with a Fashion Nova deal and all that. Like, yeah, I can help you out, bro. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? He didn't show me how he can help me out. You feel me? But he wanted me to sign like a contract or whatever. But it was just something to speak on my behalf. And she was like, nah, if you would work with them, it'll be this or it'll be that or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was like if I worked with them, she had a problem with me. Like, she was like, if I work with them, she going to enforce our contract or something. I asked her for my contract. She would never give me my contract. I said, can you give my contract? No, I gave you a copy of your contract. I'm not going to give you a contract. So, I can never get out of contract. I'm like, all right, bet. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, I'm still leaving Damien on the other end or whatever. You know what I'm saying? He waiting on me. Like, he like, bro, you must want this money. Like, I really want to make more money. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm the type of person, bro, if any opportunity come my way, I want to take it.
Other people started moving funny because they had people that she already said, like, hey, if y'all work with this person, I'm done. Because this person obviously have made it clear they don't like me. They don't F with me. They feel bitter about me. But she gonna get into that on her own because I feel like my mom deserves to tell her own side of the story.
But with this, I really don't understand. Just because you got issues with that person and one of your clients works with them, how does that affect you? How does it affect you? How does Janae get affected by it? You know what I mean? Is she worried that he's going to put things in his ear and then he's going to unsign from her or something? Like, if you got a contract, you shouldn't be worried. You know what I mean? It's just really sus to me. Like, why is she so worried? But again, we haven't heard from her side, but let's keep watching.
Wait, I want to take it. So it was like, I was getting kind of mad because I felt like, look, Janae, I can make money with Damien right here. You feel what I'm saying? If I can make money with this person and still be good on this side, that's what I'm going to do. You feel me? Why would I turn down money? If it's money, it's money. I'm not going to turn down money. So she had me like, you know what I'm saying? She had me like in a bind, like, well, for this person, it ain't going to be right over here, some shit. So I was like, man, this shit crazy. I was like,
and if she did say that, what does she mean by that? What does she mean by it's not going to be right over here if you start working with this person? And why? Again, questions.
If I'm asking you to start doing more for her, because like if our check getting larger and you getting a higher percentage out of our check and you ain't doing nothing, I'm finna feel some type of way. And you should know that shit because vice versa. If you was in my shoes and I'm getting a lot of money and I'm getting this person a hunk of my motherfucking check and they ain't doing it for me, you gonna feel some type of way too. Feel what I'm saying?
I understand how he feels because, again, we got to remember, she got them where they are today. Yeah, it was their work and stuff, but she was the manager, the drive behind it, I guess. But I completely understand. It's like he's making more money and she's getting more money and she's not doing anything more to make that extra money. So I understand that point of view. But she did tell them, according to Airi,
she said it, okay? One day y'all gonna be like, I don't know what I'm paying you for. She said one day, like, people are gonna associate with y'all with me and they gonna come up with stories and tell y'all that I'm this fraud person. But let me tell y'all, she told y'all everything.
Once they are where they are, from Janae boosts them and they've got millions of viewers, people watching them. They already know how to do everything themselves. It's kind of like Jake Paul, that whole situation. Jake Paul was getting 20% from the members in the Clout Gang house, and they eventually left the house. And according to Jake Paul, it could be bullcrap, it's Jake Paul, but according to Jake Paul, the others realized that they don't need to give 20% to Jake Paul anymore. They could, everything that he was doing for them, they could do it for themselves now. So they left him. Now, in my previous video, I spoke about Vonn talking about the situation regarding Janae and the address, and Janae not giving the address to the others. Now, at first, I thought Corey had a different spin to it than Vonn did, but no, they were both on the same page about the situation. Janae would not give the address to them, to Corey anyway, because Corey was with Damien and I guess she didn't feel safe giving the address to him. I don't know why, but she just didn't feel comfortable giving an address to him if he was going to work with Damien.
Hey, I trust you and shit. I'm always there for you or whatever. So you all of a sudden moving and nobody get your... Oh, you can't... I can't give you my address because you with Damien and you move with Slime.
Airi then talks about how Janae was getting threats.
Did y'all think about my mom? And y'all care about me so much. Because, let's not, my family was threatened. And not threatened as in, oh, these people are talking about. My family was threatened. My son is over his Gana's house for the weekend or whatever. It's over here, and my mom is calling me, and I'm getting 3 calls back to back like a, yo, you know what I'm saying, get your mama or they gonna see me. What? I'm seeing arguing between my stepdad and people that was just in our house, just in our vicinity, talking about, yeah, we family, I love you. Literally in 3 days that this all came about. The same people. My family feeling threatened.
Anyway, apparently that was King. So I guess she was right about them being violent or something. I don't know, you know what I mean? Like, but there's a whole story to that and why he was acting that way. I'm not excusing it, but there was a reason. And we're going to get into that part in another video because this is too complicated for me and I need to focus on like small things and put it into a video. But anyway, Airi then talks about how the others have been holding things over their head. I don't know what it is. Was it apples? Was it testicles? Did they do tea back? No, I'm just kidding. They were holding basically situations that they have been in, their inner circle drama over their heads.
Mom got into it, y'all was there, but never should that be something that's held over our head, because if we was to hold everything people said and what we seen held on top of each other's head, a lot of us would be looking real silly right now. And we know that. We know that. This is what amazed me, that everybody was like, she ruined this relationship, this, that. The same person that was calling family meetings trying to fix relationships when people was at each other's heads. I mean, at each other's heads. You have something to say? Have receipts. I don't want to see nobody talking. Have receipts. What? And I'm asking, what did she do to you? Factual, legally, besides hurt your feelings and try to control your life and who you can hang out with and who you can't hang out with, and be a mom to people who obviously she should have never considered extra kids.
Yeah, because they're adults. She shouldn't consider them kids, bruh.
Cause y'all all sitting there and sat there. Oh, you don't have nowhere to go for Thanksgiving? We'll come over here. You don't have nowhere to do for this? We'll come here. You need somewhere to stay? I'll come get you. You want to stay at my house? I'll come get you. And let's not act like this stuff didn't just happen almost a week ago. But I'm done. I can't.
Alright guys, this video has already been too long. I can't even give a conclusion yet. So we're going to do a part 3. And in part 3, I'm going to look at King and Nique, Joelle, Lauren, Perfect Laughs, the Taylor girls. And I'm going to talk about, does Janae separate people? You know what I mean? Does she start drama within the group? So I'm going to go through all that. I'm going to go through some receipts that's already out there, which you guys probably already seen. But I'm going to put it all together so you guys kind of have an understanding to what I see when I have it all out and ready for you guys. Get it all done before I head to USA because it's very, very, very soon. I'm very close. I don't like giving exact dates, but I'm very close. And yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below about this situation. So far, what I feel like the others signed a contract and didn't really look into it properly. And some people were butthurt that she was still getting money. I do think it is really silly to have that much control over someone's YouTube account and all that jazz. I don't think that she had to go that far. You know what I mean? Like, it's kind of like, it's cultish. It's like having full control over people if you feel that they messed up. And the thing is, what if they never messed up and you just assume it, like Corey's saying? Anyway guys, I know you love my channel, so make sure to hit the subscribe button with the bell, because if you don't, Janae's gonna take over your YouTube channel, so you better hit the subscribe button. Smash that like button, and I'll see you guys in another drama video.